Is your senior loved one finding this kind of stuff in their mailbox, or are you finding it in your mailbox? It is one of my biggest pet peeves to get junk mail, and elder fraud happens all the time, every single day. Seniors are preyed on with junk mail, and they fall victim to it way more than you would think they would. So if you want to stop junk mail on your own or for that of a senior loved one, stay tuned, and I'm going to give you some ways to help you curb the junk monster. Hi, this is Robin with SeniorSafetyAdvice.com. If you haven't already subscribed to our channel, please hit that subscription button down in the corner. It's free, and you'll get alerted every time we put out a new video, which is every Friday, and we always have helpful tips and tricks for aging in place safely, so please subscribe to our channel. So, elder fraud is what I started out talking about, and again, it happens so much. I'm thinking of my father now. When my mother was alive, she had a couple of pet things that she liked to donate to. So when my father was in charge of the mail after my mother passed away, it wasn't something he'd ever handled, and in his mind, because they sent him a request for money, it must have been something that my mother had donated to, and so he would go ahead and send in a donation check. Even a $10 donation check, it doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're doing this to 40 charities, it adds up. And the more you donate, as much as you want to help out these organizations, the more you donate, you're put on more lists, and suddenly you are overwhelmed and inundated with junk mail. Everybody's asking for more money. So in my dad's case, he and I went round and round about it a lot because he would write a check and give a donation. He felt that he was honoring my mother's memory. It took me a long time to get him to understand that these were not charities that my mom had donated to. I ended up making a list of the donations she had made through the years because she had a checkbook register and religiously kept track of everything. So he was able to look at the list finally, and if they weren't on the list, he wasn't going to give to them. The next problem comes, you make a donation in January, they got money from you. Now February they want money, March they want money. Well, my father couldn't really remember, he didn't know when he had last donated. So suddenly he's making, writing checks out 3, 4, 5 times a year because he couldn't keep that straight. So we made a list of those and when he had last donated. The point of all of this is junk mail defrauds seniors to the tune of $3.6 billion with a B dollars every year. In fact, 4 out of 10 seniors, like my father, fall prey to people asking for money, charities and other organizations asking for money. But it doesn't have to be like that. The junk mail stops now. The first thing that I want to tell you is when you go through the steps that I'm going to lay out for you, know that it takes about 3 months for you to get off of the junk mail list or for your senior loved one. So don't think just because you took care of step number 1 that junk mail is still showing up a week later and it didn't work. It does work. It's just that many of these companies go through their lists and they only update them every 3 months or so. And so, you may have just missed that, and now you got to wait that 3 months for that to come around again to get you off the list. So the first company to register with, and I will provide links for all of these down in the description below, but the first one is called DMA Choice. And what you're going to do is register with them. It's free to register. You have to create an account, but it's one of those, an email and a password kind of a thing. So it shouldn't be too involved. This will stop you, once you get on this list and register, this will stop junk mail that comes from a company that you have never given money to. So you know how that is. You give money to the American Cancer Society, suddenly 12 other charities are asking for money. Well, those charities that you didn't donate to, it will stop their mail from coming. Now, the nice thing about this is you can set this up for yourself, but if you are a caretaker, they actually have a distinctly separate caretaker form, and you can register saying that you are a caretaker of this person. You should be a legal guardian of them, or you should have a power of attorney in order to say that you're a caretaker. But in all honesty, I didn't see anything on their form that you had to show proof of this. So you might be able to do it for a loved one. So I don't know. Anyway, once you register on this list, again, they are one of the ones that updates everything about every 3 months. So it may take a while for you to stop getting the information, the junk mail, stop getting the junk mail. So just be patient, but it should start reducing. This company also, once you do your registration, they're going to send you an email. So make sure that when you do this, it's an email that you're going to look at the email. Like, in other words, don't have it be an old defunct address, because in that email that they send you, you're going to have to click a link to verify that it is you and you do want to stop it. So be sure to look for that email. So the next place that you're going to want to sign up with is the National Do Not Mail list. So similar to the do not call list, where you're putting your phone numbers on a list to have telemarketers stop calling you, this is the do not mail list. So it's the same principle. You'll enter your information, your address, and then they will put you on a registry to keep junk mail from coming to you. So what about all of those credit card offers? I get tons of those all the time because I have a business and then also personal ones. So to stop those credit card offers, you want to go to outprescreen.com. Again, I will put all of these links down in the description. The other thing that you can do is, if you are not online and you want to make a phone call, you can call 1-888-5- opt out, OPTOUT. So in that case, you would be talking to somebody and giving your information, like your address and your phone number, of the things, again, that you are trying to get off of the list, the addresses you are trying to get off the list, sorry. Now, the one tip with this one is that they are connected to the credit bureaus. Credit bureaus only track you with your social security number. So when you fill out the online form or you call a representative to get on this list, they are going to ask you for your social security number. And I want you to know that it is okay in this case to give them the social security number. If you don't do it, the credit bureaus are not going to be able to find you, so they aren't going to be able to note these things on your list, on your credit reporting. So give them the social security number. It's okay. So the last company to try is a telemarketing company. It is called Infocision. Now, the thing is that I found out in my research and didn't realize is that when you get a solicitation mail from a company, let's just say St. Jude's, it's not coming from St. Jude's. It's actually coming from a company that has been contracted by St. Jude's to fulfill the donation request or to answer the telephone for, if you're calling to donate money. They're sort of like a clearinghouse, I guess. I can't think of the term beyond that, but so when you look at those commercials online, the ASPCA, and you see the starving dogs out in the snow, and they have a phone number for you to call, it's going to a company like Infocision to have all of that handled. Now, the big bad thing about it is these telemarketing companies take a ton of money out of that donation as their portion, their money that as their fee for doing this work for the charity. So you may send in a donation, $20 to St. Jude's, and St. Jude's might get $2. I mean, I'm not kidding. In some cases, these companies will take 100%. It's not unusual for them to take 80% as a fee. So if you really do want to donate to something like St. Jude's, go directly to St. Jude's to donate. Get on their website, call their phone number, and find out how to do it. Don't do it off of a television commercial or off of a direct mail campaign. So I have to read it because it's not an easy phone number, but the number to call Infocision and speak to somebody directly about how to get off of the list is 330-668-1400. You also can email them at infocision.com. Again, I will put those in the description below. So you're going to want to give them the addresses and the phone numbers that you want removed from the list. So the good thing is going through this step should also help to reduce a lot of your telemarketing phone calls. Now, what about if the person has passed away and you're getting all their junk mail? In the case of my father, I was the executor of the estate, so when my father passed away, I put in an order with the post office, a change of address card to have all of his mail forwarded to me. Now, doing that in a lot of cases gets rid of junk mail just on its own because in many cases junk mail isn't forwarded. But trust me, I still got a ton. So what you can do is you can actually do what I did, and I wrote in big capital letters in the envelope, unopened envelope, deceased, return to sender. That stopped a lot of junk mail right off the bat. If you find that this doesn't stop everything, after the estate is settled, so you're waiting, whatever period of time that is, after that, you can go to the post office and ask them exactly what to do. I have heard, and I don't know if it's exactly true, but I have heard that you can fill out a change of address and then write deceased in the new address portion. But I don't know if that actually will work. So your best bet is to talk to either your postal carrier or go to your local post office and find out what the process would be. But really, writing deceased, return to sender, that helped a lot to get rid of my dad's junk mail. And then speaking of the post office, if you are an adult child who's concerned about the mail that your parent is getting, the United States Postal Service, you can get on their website and you can sign up for Informed Delivery. We actually have it on ours just for our stuff so that we know if it's raining, do we want to run out to the post or to the mailbox? So anyway, but you can do that and it will send you either a text message or an email and let you know what's in the mail for the day. The mail delivery person scans all of that in, and so you can actually see photos of what it is that's expected in your mail delivery. So that may be a good way to monitor what your elderly parents are getting, so maybe you can intercept some of this. So I hope that this has helped you. Again, I hate junk mail. I just can't believe the amount of trees we could have saved all of these years. But the big thing, the big takeaway is to remember, don't donate to these companies that are sending you the junk mail. Go directly to the website and the phone number of the company that you do want to donate to. Make sure you tell them, do not put me on any mailing list because this will be the only donation I ever give you if I start to get increased junk mail, because I'll know it came from you, but make your donation directly. So anyway, I hope this helps you. Remember, it will take anywhere from 6 to 8 weeks to 3 months to see a change. So hang in there and be patient. And hopefully at the end of 3 months, you'll have a noticeable change in your mailbox. So until the next video, thank you again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and you take care. We'll see you next time. Thanks. Bye.